Yo, yo, yo. Das ist irgendwie kacke. So, lang ist es her, seit ich mein letztes YouTube-Video gedreht habe. Ich habe gerade nochmal nachgeschaut. Am 24. Februar 2022 ist das letzte Video von mir hochgeladen worden. Danach gab es noch ein paar Videos von Linda. Und ja, es ist einiges passiert. Es ist einiges passiert. Sind wir ehrlich, ich denke, die wenigsten von euch haben auf das Video geklickt, weil sie denken, oh, ich will unbedingt wissen, was bei diesem Content Creator abgeht. Und ja, gib mir ein Update von deinem Leben. Dementsprechend will ich euch gar nicht auf die Folter spannen und gar nicht lange rumplaudern. Ich habe trotzdem das Bedürfnis, so ein bisschen das einzubetten, was ich euch in dem Video zeigen möchte. Denn ich habe 2,5 Jahre im Amazonas-Regenwald verbracht, im peruanischen Amazonas-Regenwald. Und habe dort in einem Ayahuasca-Center gearbeitet, habe das Management relativ zügig übernommen, habe 16 Monate das Management dort gemacht und habe diese Arbeit gegen eine Dieta getauscht. Eine Dieta ist eine spirituelle Praxis der Shipibos, das ist ein Shipibo-Ayahuasca-Center. Und was eine Dieta ist, das erkläre ich noch in Videos, beziehungsweise meine Perspektive darauf. Und ja, alles Mögliche, was ich gelernt habe von den Shipibos in 2,5 Jahren meinem Leben dort unten. Was ich euch heute zeigen möchte, ist ein Ausschnitt von einem Interview. Und das Video, beziehungsweise das Interview wurde gedreht eine Woche, bevor ich meine Jahresdieta geschlossen habe. Man merkt es auch so ein bisschen. Ich bin auf jeden Fall nicht 100% beisammen, aber ich möchte so ein bisschen zeigen, ja, worum es geht, wenn man eine Jahresdieta macht und was passiert. Jetzt nicht im Detail, aber ihr werdet es selbst sehen. Eine Sache noch, bevor ich es vergesse. Falls ihr Fragen habt zu Ayahuasca, Shipibo, die Kosmologie, was auch immer, dann schreibt mir gerne einen Kommentar und ich versuche diese Fragen in den zukünftigen Videos aufzugreifen. An der Stelle ist es mir sehr, sehr wichtig, trotzdem zu sagen, dass es nur eine von vielen Perspektiven ist, die ich habe. Es gibt sehr, sehr viele Leute, die sehr, sehr viel Zeit im Regenwald verbracht haben und möglicherweise ganz andere Erfahrungen gemacht haben, weil je nachdem, mit wem man zusammenlebt, gibt es verschiedene Perspektiven. Selbst in der Kultur gibt es verschiedene Perspektiven und verschiedene Meinungen. Dementsprechend ist es nur eine von vielen. Aber ich habe die Sprache gelernt, sodass ich sie verstehen kann. Ich kann jetzt nicht fließend Shipibo mich mit denen unterhalten, aber ich kann auf jeden Fall diesem Gespräch folgen. Ich verstehe, was die singen, zu 95% in den Zeremonien. Dementsprechend glaube ich doch, einen gewissen Zugang zu haben. Dementsprechend, falls ihr Fragen habt, schreibt die gerne unter das Video. Und in diesem Sinne, viel Spaß mit dem Interview. Haut da rein.
How has your relationship with yourself changed since doing this work? Like how you relate to yourself, how you view yourself, and then also how has your relationship with just life changed?
Oh, now we're getting started. Oh, God. Oh, all right. How much time do we have? How much has my life changed and my relationship with myself? Yeah, good question. I'm going to be honest here, right? I'm going to just say how it is. I lied a lot in my life. What I would do is I would lie to other people, but first and foremost, I would lie to myself. And I think there is no opportunity to have a relationship with anyone, with other people or yourself, if you just lie all the time. And it wasn't only lies in terms of, oh, I did this, but I didn't. It was manipulation. I would manipulate my own narrative to allow myself to do certain things. So my background is addiction. I'm coming from a video game addiction background, and I played video games basically my whole life for the last 20 years. And I did the math, and I played around 40,000 hours in my life. To protect this addiction, manipulation and lying is vital. And I basically lived a life that didn't exist. I told other people that I am someone, that I should be perceived as someone, or I should be perceived in a particular way, and I would manipulate, and then I would also gaslight and make people feel bad for even thinking that there is something wrong with me. I was a living nightmare, to be honest. And at the same time, people would think, oh, he's a nice guy, everything's fine, but certain people always knew. Certain people always knew. And those were the people that I most often would talk to in my mind and rant and just defend myself and basically get really angry with. And I was a bully in school as well. And that being said, this whole addiction piece comes down to a lot of wrath. I don't want to say anger, it's actually wrath. A lot of wrath deep within my heart, formed as a protection layer around certain wounds that I think it's fine to not go into in front of a camera, but yeah. A lot of wrath, anger, vengeance, being cold-blooded, cold-hearted, and there's a viciousness that I had. And I know I'm not the dumbest, and that is a double-edged sword. A sharp mind is dangerous, and it was dangerous for other people, but first and foremost it was dangerous for myself. And that being said, I couldn't trust myself because of that. I had a deep feeling within. I lie so much to other people, and deep down I knew, but I made myself believe it. I made myself play along with the narrative that I created. And I suffered a lot because of that. I had some really dark times in the past. And at the same time, I was really lonely because nobody could actually see it, because I didn't allow anyone to really see deep within me. And even myself wasn't allowed to look. And so what has changed then, now that we have a picture of the past? I formed a relationship with myself. I think sometimes it sounds cheesy, right? Oh, I found myself. Yeah, it still feels cheesy for me to say it, but honestly, I think I found myself. Or not that I think I found myself, I found myself. And I cut through all the lies and the protection layer of anger, and I found something deep within that I can trust. I can trust myself. In that regard, the relationship changed in terms of that I could find a level of peace, because I couldn't trust myself in the past, and I was kind of walking around, stumbling through life, looking for something, creating narratives, and just, manipulating myself. And I knew it deep down, and now I can, there's something within myself that is true, that is honest, that is, I don't know if real is the right word, but there's something that is trustworthy. And I had to work hard for it. I had to work hard for it. And in terms of life, video game addiction for me was, like many addictions, an escape. And what video game addiction specifically offers is escaping into another world. And I only played role-playing games. I was never an FPS shooter. I always played role-playing games. And in a role-playing game, you basically create a character and you live that character. And even if I was not playing, I still was there in my mind, thinking about what I'm about to do and basically creating, a whole life story around my characters. And I felt really comfortable in that world. I knew that world, and it's a world of really low risk, right? You die, you resurrect. There's no real risk involved, but a lot of dopamine, because you sometimes, or not sometimes, most often you know what you will get, and life doesn't really work that way, right? And so I was really comfortable living in the world of fantasy, but I was highly afraid of living in this world. That I was so afraid of real life that it caused a lot of pain. And this experience here helped me to trust myself and being able to live this life, to live a real life. And I guess that's why it's so important, or it was so important for me, to really sit with that quote that you have two lives and the second one starts when you realize you only have one. And it's, yeah, the video gaming life, yeah, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. Even thinking about it makes me choke for a second. That wasn't it at all. This experience made me find something that ultimately gives me an opportunity to actually live a life. Yeah, because the truth is I was really close to committing suicide at one point in time, and yeah, looking back, it's like, yeah, mind-blowing, fascinating what this experience has done for me. Because over the last years, I would be just like, yeah, I'm going to cope with this. I'm going to deal with this. I'm going to do what's necessary. I'm going to just drag myself through another day of this experience. And now I'm like, well, I can't wait, to be honest. There are beautiful things ahead. It's not going to be easy. Suffering is part of life, but it's worth it. Yeah, nothing better than this experience. It's a true gift. And me saying that, it's absolutely mind-blowing when I think about where I came from, which is basically doing everything to avoid it. I would do everything to avoid it. And now I'm sitting here and I'm actually happy to be alive. Yeah.